and be prepared. The more prepared you are, the more relaxed you're going to be, and the better you're going to do, obviously. But I would say those two things. Be nice to the accompanist. You have no idea how many times you walk out of a room and the accompanist turns around and goes, shakes their head because you were mean to them. Sometimes they have power, sometimes they have none, but you don't know. The casting people too, and the readers, be nice to everybody in the room, respect everybody in the room.
The people who sign you in, even the people who sign you in, because I've had jobs where somebody called me, that person who was signing you in that day was actually is the director of another show. And you have no idea, and they'll call you because they met you and had a conversation. It happens, it really does happen.
It's a very intertwined family.
And then, like Rachel says, the interesting thing is this, even from film and TV, your audition doesn't start when you start the scene, acting. Your audition starts the second you walk in the door. You're being judged the second you walk in the door. What do they look like? Are they on time? Are they professional? And how you present yourself. Your charisma, your presence, starts the second you walk in the door.
And the sad thing is that a lot of times the first minute you walk in the door, they know that they don't want you, but it's not because you're not the most talented person who's going to come in. It's because they are looking for somebody that they see in their head, or something. It can be any random thing that you have no control over. So your job is to be prepared and to be relaxed and be yourself and do your best job. Unfortunately. Oh, Sophie's choice.
And how did you become Broadway's star?
I started on Broadway as an understudy, as in the ensemble and understudy, and sort of moved up from there. You do your job, work, prepare, all that. I've been studying voice and acting since I was a little kid, but I didn't decide I wanted to do it professionally until I was in college. I was pre-law when I entered college.
What were you guys doing like when you were our age?
High school shows, high school plays and musicals, and went to a public regular high school. I didn't go to an arts high school.
Yeah, I went to Texas, and what I think one thing that we had in the South, but I don't know if they have it here. They might have something that's comparable. Was the University Interscholastic League, where we could compete. We went to speech tournaments, and we did duet scenes, monologue interpretation, one-act plays, that sort of thing. So I mean, there was an opportunity to win awards, and not that that's what it's all about, but it was a way to gauge positive reinforcement of what you did.
I was in choir and vocal competitions.
Yeah, just, you join the choir and you sing, and before you know it, somebody talks you into auditioning for a school play. And my specific instance, I did Jesus Christ Superstar in high school my senior year, and they asked me to play Jesus. And unbeknownst to me, a casting director from General Hospital came and saw our high school production of Jesus Christ Superstar. And he got a hold of the principal at school and asked if it was okay to pass on my phone number, and he brought me in for 3 auditions for 3 different parts, and the third part I ended up booking. And I had no idea that was something that I wanted to do. I just wanted to have a part in a high school musical. And it's interesting how life has its turns. Sometimes it's handed to you, and other times you have to seek it out. So I know that sort of happened to all of us.
Our high school did 3 shows a year, 1 musical and 2 other shows. So I knew I wanted to act, so I said, well, I'm going to do 12 shows in the 4 years that I'm in high school. And then we lost a drama teacher, and so for half a year they weren't doing those shows. They only did 1 show that year. So I started a civic theater so I could still get my 12 plays in. I mean, anything to get the plays in. A lot of people said, well, how did you know going in? You might change in high school. I didn't do it. I'm still waiting to change.
Let me say one